clothes, you know, that kind of stuff, and you know, and it's to be a person, you know, and because most of them, you know, let's say now,
Look for me. Yes, no.
You're great.
Great. Ama kimi koy?
yeah. Closer. She doesn't do nothing.
Start?
Yes, hi. I'm Bruce.
My name is Yara Benvenishti and I'm playing Fania at Exodus to Shanghai.
So how was the experience of working together on this film? First of all, since you two are sitting together, ask about you two working together. How was that experience working on this film?
Very good, very intense, and we.
Okay.
I think the historical part of the movie is a lot to handle, and then having all the personal stories and having our relationship on camera made it a lot easier and easygoing, and I think having a partner to live through those scenes made it a lot better.
How was the process of getting cast? How did you find out about the film? Who got in touch with you, and how did that all happen?
Oh, it was actually really interesting, the casting. I was casted through Israel, and Alex was casted through Paris.
And are you from?
I'm from Israel, I'm from Tel Aviv.
And I'm from Paris.
And you're from Paris, great. So how long was the filming, and as the filming went along, what happened? How did you transform from your reality to your character in the film?
Well, I think for all of us, since we haven't met before, we only met on the first day of the shooting, the whole cast, since we were from so many different places. So I think all of us went through this transformation back at home working on the role, and then in order to allow us to have all the time we need on set to get to know each other. So I think we all came pretty well composed to the set, knowing what our characters should be like, and then just had the time to build our relationship there.
And how did it affect you, someone who lives in Israel, playing a role, something so historical. I found out about through the Yad Vashem about the whole Shanghai story 2 years ago, and it was very moving and very unknown. So how does that affect you personally?
Well, for me, my grandparents are Holocaust survivors, and living in Israel and growing up in Israel, it's a very big part of what we study and of the school curriculum. So it's a day-to-day thing that's been discussed. So I think I feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to play a role with such historical importance. And I know, for instance, for my grandmother, it's very meaningful that I get to show a different side, and a good side of people, because they were saved also by Christian Dutch people that rescued them. So I think for her, it's also very important to show that there was good in people, even in such dark times.
And how did it affect you?
For me, it was totally different because for the part of the history, the thing is that my character was totally created. I mean, in the real story, I'm not. How can I say?
Mais je parle français, quelques mots, c'est correct.
D'accord. Mon personnage a été créé en fait pour pouvoir présenter l'histoire de Dr. Who et donc de pouvoir suivre son évolution. Et pour ma part, ça a été très enrichissant parce que c'est une partie de l'histoire qu'on ne peut pas oublier. Et le fait de pouvoir participer à un projet aussi ambitieux et aussi émouvant a été pour moi quelque chose de vraiment très humainement parlant et pour un acteur très challenging.
Were these your first roles in feature film, both of you?
Yes, for me, yes.
For me, I had a few independent films, but I think it's the first one that I went through the whole process and that we had time to work as a crew.
And as young actors on the scene at Berlin, how does that feel?
I don't know. I think we'll find out tonight.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Anything?
Thank you very much. Oh, do you know that it's I'm programming the film in a few festivals, and I'm also having the film shown with a short film about the French imam from the French mosque during World War II who saved 1,000 young Jews by teaching them Arab. Vous avez sans doute entendu parler de cette histoire. L'imam de la mosquée de Paris.
There's a really nice book about it.
And he taught them to speak Arabic, and he faked their names, gave them fake identities, and he saved another 1,000 young kids. That's a beautiful and very touching story. Yeah.
There are a lot of beautiful stories, I think.
And
Not all dark and unhuman.
So I like that some people say Doctor Who was like the Chinese Schindler,
Yeah.
because it speaks to people. They all know Schindler's List, so it's a nice reference. Of course. Anyway, thank you very much, and enjoy this moment because it's beautiful and it's super.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.